Bonjour et bon après-midi. I'm Hillary. Welcome to the Luxury Fibers podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you are someone who is new, thanks for coming to check us out. If you've watched my other 2 episodes, thanks for coming back. That's awesome. I have no show notes today, and life has been ridiculous. So bear with me. This may be a little bit scattered and full of a little bit more life shenanigans. A fair amount of knitting. And lots and lots of event stuff from Stitches. It's been a long time and I didn't even get to record because, well, there's that. The other housekeeping stuff I have for you is I am working on getting a Weebly page set up so that we can have show notes there and not just in the comments on YouTube. And trying to figure out this whole Ravelry thing and just how this is all going to piece out. So I'm working on it and building it. And you can find me as Madam Halsema on Instagram and Ravelry. And yeah, so let's jump in. Life shenanigans. It's been a minute since we've talked, since we've hung out, and that's because we have been fighting the sickness where your insides fail you on all levels. That's fun, right? Pretty much ever since I got back from Stitches, we've been fighting that. First, my oldest son, then me, then my youngest son. You know, that kind of business. And, yeah, just life stuff has been happening. And it's been prohibiting me from podcasting. And by the time all the littles go to sleep, I'm like, oh, I can podcast. And I'm done. That's it. That's all I have. I have the thought. I have the energy for the thought. And then crashed. Okay. So since we talked last time, I haven't had a whole lot on the needles because, well, you know, life, I told you, right? But what is currently on the needles, so did not get finished at Stitches because I don't remember. I had to think too much. It got into the mesh rows where I had to do yarn overs and knit 2 togethers and SSKs, and once you're talking to a bunch of interesting people, so I started working on this. But here's the Raina shawl. It is the only thing still on my needles, but look how long and beautiful and amazing this is becoming, right? Just to think, this tiny little thing started out just these 3 little stitches, and now, So I'm basically to that point where you're just knit and knit and knit and knit in this funky cool mesh pattern. And I'm going to knit until I have a little bit left, and then I have like 3-ish garter rows, and boom, done. This will be done by September 21st for the hashtag Yarniacs Colors 2016. The Yarnax is doing a Colors of Fall knit along, and so they go with the Pantone colors of fall, colors of spring, depending on which hemisphere you live in, or colors of the year. And they're not really strict on the rules, just whatever you can find, if you can find any color. Color. If you can find any color in there that fits as a color of fall, start a project, finish it by September 21st, take a photo of it, incorporating it into a fall fashion look. Done. Right. So that's all I have for you for on the needles. Because, I mean, I have all of this on the needles, but I'm trying to bust this bad boy out. So, I haven't been doing. I've been a monogamous knitter. Wait till the next episode. I'm gonna be like, so, about that monogamous knitting. Whatever. Foes. Boom. This is my worm hat in Feederbrook Farms. You have never seen it because it used to live in this bag, this purpley green bag, and it was in timeout for like a whole year. And I got it out at Stitches because I was like, knit, 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 purl, 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 purl. I can do that and talk to people. Boom. That's what I started doing. Isn't it fun? Let's take it off and whew, pardon this dew. Oh yeah, check it out. Freshly blued and purpled yesterday. What? Okay. So, the worm hat done in Feederbrook Farm, Entropy, DK weight. Yerp. I haven't blocked it, and I'm kind of on the fence about blocking it because I made it kind of big and I don't want it to, do that. So, if you have advice for me, leave it in the comments or on the Rav page. I would appreciate that on what your thoughts on blocking something kind of funky shaped like this would be. Nope. I so suck at this camera stuff. Okay. Whatever. That's what feels comfy. So yeah, those are my FOs. Last time I totally spaced on taking pictures of or showing you pictures of my FOs, but I will insert a picture here. Was there a picture? Great. If not, I'm sorry. I suck. But yeah, so there's that. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for Stitches? Stitches was so much fun. I got to just be. I got to sleep. I got to walk around, hang out with my mother-in-law, meet some cool people. I didn't go to the podcaster meetup because it fell at the same time as the talk with Rick Mondragon, and I failed. Whoops. But are you ready to see this haul? You want to see this haul of amazingness? Oh wait, before we get there, while we're talking about talks, we did go to see Stephen B. I still need to get the first part of this, his presentation, because traffic sucked, and we got there like halfway through, and I was supremely peeved. But whatever. I talked to Steven. He said he would send me the PowerPoints so I could figure out what colors I am, what I should gravitate towards, so on and so forth, etc. So, there's that. Okay. The haul. The haul from Stitches. What? See, here's Sammy the Swapper. So, let's start there, shall we? My mother-in-law and I participated in the stitch marker swap, which was super cool. Next year I'm going to put if I go next year, I'm getting too far in ahead on that, but we'll come back to that. But I took quite a few stitch markers. I came home still with quite a few. I think I took something like 60, I don't know. But look at all of these cool ones I came home with. There's a super cool apple, and there's, oh Lord, this guy from Oh, it's failing me. Canon hand eyes. Sorry, I had to look at my map. Does your brain look that way? Work that way? You remember something based on its location? I don't know. Whatever. And this cute little pink one. And there's a cowboy boot. Couple little dudes. I actually took these and I had to bring some back for myself because the tassels are flippin' amazing. Let me find you some of my other favorites. Here's one from Lattes and Llamas. And one from Buffalo Wool Company. So many cool people. There is one in here, somebody handmade out of amber. Oh my gosh. Look at this little guy. Pumpkins. Right? I am so ready for fall, y'all. Can you tell? I've started looking up all of these fall recipes on my Pinterest, just willing it. Who did I get this one from? I believe this was White Birch Fiber Arts. Because nothing says I love you like a rainbow. And here's a teeny little dolphin. This is actually, I believe, Ukrainian amber. That was pretty cool. And this little sailboat. Isn't he cute? This little bitty crocheted flower. What? And look at this snowflake. Oh my gosh. I already know what project it's going on. It will be also in a yarn acquisition from Stitches that you will see. I think this was from Leading Men. Yarn Hoarder. Fiber Sniffer. Yarn Hoarder, I met you. Amber is awesome, y'all. If you don't know her and the story of Kevin the Skank, if you have not met this woman in person to talk to her in person, it was a total fluke that I met her. But it was great. She's my kind of people, and we're not that far away, so you look her up on Instagram. Well, I'll talk more about her in a minute. This was from Kitchen Counter Crafter. Got a little coffee bean. And this was from Erin Lane. Some Sammy the Snail. Oh, dude. These are all tangled. I have a gargoyle in here for some Halloween business. This, I will tag her in my show notes. Tina, she hand makes these beautiful little things out of clay. And there's that one from my mother-in-law. Arrgh. So yeah, that was a super ton of fun. Meeting lots of people, trading cool little stitch markers, totes doing that. At whatever event I go to, if they have something like that, doing it. You should too. Super fun. Okay. Next thing. This. So I can get it off of my lap. But it is so amazing. Front Range Bags, y'all, is where it is at. She does adorable totes. Look at this. Look at the little camp sacks. And it says, relax, enjoy the ride. Life is an adventure. You can't feel this, but it is totally like lined with batting. If you're a quilter and a sewer, you know. So it's like the fabric sandwich. You have this fancy fabric here. You have squishy, smooshy, lovely batting in between that. And then another layer of this fabric on the back. So it's really substantial and holds up. She's got lots of pockets. And these doodads right here, you have them on both sides so that your yarn can go through, or you can do a 2-ball project. Yep. And then you got this awesomeness. And if you decide you want to take it off, it's got a hook. You can take it off. You can clip other business onto here. You've got pockets on the outside. Pocketses. I love this. I love her bags. And this bag was only $40, y'all. That's right. Love her. Front Range Bags. Tagging her. Go see her. I think she's going to Stitches South next. So if you're in that area, stop by. Sorry. I have my windows open and there are funky sounds outside. I don't know what they are, but if some of that comes through. These are little, I don't even know what they're called. I'm sorry. Needle hoodies, something. They are by Diana Couture. Aha. Boom. Right there. I got 3 of them for $18. I thought that was awesome sauce deal. And until I used one, my mother-in-law had some, so I was like, can I use one of those for a couple hours just to see if I think I would enjoy them before I purchase one? I'm all about test driving stuff. How? How did I ever live without you? I don't even know. So, you've probably all seen these before, but I'm going to show you again. You've got the little buttons, and you stick your needles is. I'm sure it would work with double points too, but you stick them in there. Clippy clip. What? Project. Not going anywhere. Not going to impale yourself or your bag. Amazing. So I got that one. I got wine because... and I got this one. So cute, right? Feathers. Feathers in fall. They're my jam right now. Speaking of feathers in fall, pardon my zipping. That's gonna happen. I went to Erin Lane because I needed a needle organizer. Remember I told you my needles were like, Mom, Mom, he's touching me. Right? You remember that conversation. So remember this guy, right? Boom! This is Erin Lane, not Diana Couture, but shut up. Okay, so it's got this magnetic business here. You can slide it up. Gives you lots of room if you have a fatty. You can... So hard to do when looking like that. You can slide it down. Anyway, it's magnetic. Top part, right? Look at this. Those little cutesy arrows. I just love it. Lindsay. Girl. So here's all of my notions. I'm sure I could be better organized than that. But that wasn't the important part to me. Because, boom! I've decided each of these are little pockets where you can put circulars. Or I started stuffing, I got a set of crochet hooks. Still have not used them yet. I keep having thoughts and ideas, but... And then, boom! All of my interchangeables right there. Shablow! With spaces to put all the different cords and whatnot. It goes from a 2.5 all the way up to like a 13 or something. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I can try to link to it in the show notes for you. But, right? So cute. So now I can just throw this in a knitting bag, and if I feel so inclined to get a bout of startitis on whatever vacation I'm on, or at the yarn store and I buy some yarn, I'm like, I need to put that on something right now. Boom! All my needles. One little space. With matching cozy. So much happiness there. Let's see. Let's go to what's in this bag. This. Oh my gosh. Fresh from the cauldron. Y'all are doing it right. Yes. They have amazing colors. Pardon my self-grooming there. Amazing colors. And they have graduated yarn. blows my mind. I'm terrified of color. I shouldn't say terrified. I'm too lazy at this point to do color work and to start from there. That's more accurate of a depiction, really and truly. But, so, this is not going to show up well, I don't feel. But, so this piece will start at this gorgeous light gray and build into a regular darker gray and then into this awesome blood ruby red to this black. And it looks like graduating color work, but it's one ball of yarn. As soon as I finish Raina, because I'm going to make myself finish Raina, this will be winter is coming. No, not, it won't be that pattern, but that's what this says to me in my head, winter is coming. Because I don't know, I just associate these colors with kind of a wintry theme. But it is going to, at least as of right now, be a star shower cowl. I don't know who that's by. Because I'm a terrible human being who remembers the names of things, but not who they do, who does them. See, look, I even have my cables in here. This is the project that's going to take the snowflake. It might need to take others. I don't know how many that needs. Oh, excuse me. But that is what that will be. Sorry, I'm checking through all my things right now. Star Shower is by Anzula? Nope, just kidding. Hilary Smith Kali. I think it's Kali. That's how my Frenchness is going to pronounce that. Hilary Smith Kali. Let's see if I can show this to you. I'm plugged in. Can I show that to you? Look. And then shut the front door. It can be a cowl or a shawly type thing. So, cowlishness. Oh, God. There. Cowl. Shawl. Shut up. I know. I'm so excited. I heard about that on the Yarniacs, and I can't even. I'm so excited. So there's that. So to go with this purple and blue hair, I'm like, I need a hat for me, other than this one. And there was lots and lots of sock and DK and sport, but not a lot of chunky. And I'm a chunky kind of girl. So I wanted something with like peacock colors and a chunky, bulky weight yarn. I looked and I looked and I looked and they said 15 minutes till market closes. And I'm like, dude, I still have not found what I wanted. I know, I whined. Then I came across this from Alpaca Kid and You Farm Yarn Fashion. I've never knit with alpaca before, but boom! Look, there's sparkles, and it's peacock-alicious, teal and purple and bulky, and sorry, I got yarn on my nose ring. And smooshy. I'm so excited. They did inform me that alpaca, what's the word? It's not so forgiving. It doesn't go back to its shape. So I will need to hold double something to help it maintain shape. That terrifies me. I don't know why. I've done lace and I've done cables So holding a yarn double shouldn't scare me, right? Hold my hand. Let's see. What other yarn acquisitions? Oh my goodness. My goodness. We'll get to some more yarn. But for the moment, I have a shawl that my mother-in-law knit for me. Perhaps I'll wear it next episode. So I needed some shawl pins. And for the Reina, I'm like, girl, you need some shawl pins. Look. Look at this little llama. This came from Michelle's Assortment, handcrafted wireworks and accessories. And I couldn't help it because I bought the toms with llamas on them, as Sarah said her husband, Sarah, the designer of the back to school shawl, I'll link her in the show notes, she told her husband about them because she saw them when I was at Ladingman Fiber Arts, and she's like, oh, love your toms. Her husband called them the Tama Llamas, so they're forever the Tama Llamas. So, had to get a llama. And she has a little adoption tag. Her name is Claudia. She is daring, innovative, and polished. Just feed her a little love, and she will delight in taking care of your handmade items for years to come. I'm so excited. I'm such a dork about stuff like that, but I can't even help it. I love it. Pretty much as soon as I bought it, I put it on something, whatever I was wearing. And this, woodland creatures are just, he will have a name, and he will be a he, because Claudia is a she, and he came with no name, but he shall be named. Look at this little fox. Ah! He is so stinking cute. I can't even take it. It's a little glass bead fox in a shawl pin. Alright, I don't know how to do that without stabbing myself in the head. And that would not be something you would want to see, right? Right. Anyone else ever get worried about themselves? Let's see if I can hold him up. Oh, look at his cuteness. Alright, that's far too long talking about the cuteness of a shawl pin, but I can't help myself. What else? From Econia Kenya. I don't know if I'm saying that right or whatever. But I am going to be knitting the shawl collared cowl. I don't remember who that's by. I'll link it. I have some Mad Tosh home in their white with speckledy stuff. So I needed buttons. What? Handmade in South Africa. Fully washable. So cute. Can't you just picture those right here on the shawl? Hello, I'm just wearing my shawl-colored cowl today. I know, I thought they were fancy. I liked them. Get off me. We went to the pajama party, y'all, and I just thought that was gonna be like a... I thought that was just gonna be like, you know, get in your pajamas, come, maybe knit, talk. Let me tell you something. Knitters and hookers can party. It was so much fun. There were some things that shall not be named because what happens at a pajama party stays at the pajama party. It's very Vegas. Very karaoke-y and dancey-y and prizes galore. So I was getting my groove thing on. It was hosted by Lindsay of Erin Lane and Marley Bird of the Yarn Thing. And I got this lovely, lovely card for a free pattern, or not or, a free pattern and 50% off additional patterns from the Marley Bird Ravelry store. So, Marley, thank you. You were super fun. I had so much fun getting out of my shell and just, I really don't have a shell. I have like a pretend chocolate coating shell that melts in an instant. Maybe that should be the show title. Pretend chocolate coating shell. And so yeah, there's that. That was so much fun. Are you ready for more yarn? I'm ready for more yarn. Good night. Good night, Nelly. I am just buried in a plethora of fiber-tastic goodness. Okay, so this is from the Good For You, and they are out of Indianapolis. It's not actually a yarn shop. She is a wholesaler. But my goodness. I will be telling my local yarn shop about her and be like, please, please put her stuffs in your shop. I needs them. So I got this whole bag of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins of, I believe it's a worsted weight, 60% Highland Wool, 40% tencel. So it's going to be super durable with that tencel. And the wool is going to make it smooshy and still durable, but it's so soft. It's just this chocolatey brown color. And, French toast. How much is in here? Mother fusser. I don't remember. But this should be, I think, 400-ish yards of a worsted weight. Totally gonna be a sweater for one of my boys. Best part, $10. $10 hairs for this. I can't even buy a commercially made sweater for that. Are you kidding me right now? Girl, you've got it. And I needed some tweed. I don't know if I told you this. My yarn, my acquisitions. But I told you I needed some tweed. Maybe I didn't tell you. I told my mother-in-law, but I needed tweed. Fall calls for tweed. Look at that purple cuteness. And it is so smooshy. This is a sport weight that is 45% merino, 40% baby llama, and 15% dongal. I don't know. Forgive me, I'm butchering that. Right? I don't even know. Actually, I do know. That's a lie. There's this really cute pattern of a leaf shawl that both of these should do. And then from Oink Pigments, we bought this pattern. I will link to it in the show notes for these fingerless mitts, but they're so unconventional but so cool. Like little circular-y and provisional cast on, and this will be those mitts. Maybe if I get to them. That's what it will be for right now. And I also got this lovely white. No idea what it will be, but I couldn't help it. I just love it. Love it. So, that is it for yarn acquisitions from Stitches. I don't know if you've been noticing this bizarre little creature that has been hanging out, but one of the cool things, sorry for the bag rustling, one of the cool things that they were doing was a demo of how to needle felt items. And I was like, that seems pretty cool. Let me go check that out. I have never done that. I didn't even know there was such a thing. But let me feed my fiber fanaticism. Is that a word? Fanaticism? I don't care if it's not. It is now. Look! I made this little dragonfly. That's some fiber. He's so cute. So cute. Speaking of cute needle felted stuff, you have got to go on Instagram and check out Wool Buddy, because that guy does phenomenal stuff with needle felting. I was talking to the yarn hoarder Amber, and she was at Leading Men Fiber Arts, which was right across from Wool Buddy, and he had all of this cool Star Wars stuff. And after staring at it for a couple days, she decided to buy this R2-D2 that was like flippin' adorable. So she got to talking to him and all this cool stuff. And Jens, I feel like his name is Jens, but I could be wrong. I'll link to him in show notes. He has a 7-foot tall T-Rex that he has needle felted. What? Shh. Oh my gosh. So cool. Instagram commissioned him to needle felt their little Instagram logos to give to all of their employees for their anniversary. Oh my word. I'm sorry. Let me turn this craziness off. But yeah. So cool. When my kids get old enough, we are needle felting, because that is a fun little fibery craft that they can do that just would be so much fun. If you don't like bag sounds, hold your ears. Okay, so I get home from Stitches, and I had told myself I want to buy a sock blank. I found no sock blanks that I just loved. And so I'm home from Stitches, just sitting down on the couch, trolling my Instagram, as one does. And I see Andre Sunitz is having an update right that second. And I'm like, oh, fate. Absolute fate. So I still had my Stitches spending mojo going, and I'm like, mine. Nerp. Look at this sock blank. If you can hear my sad toddler, he got in trouble outside, so I apologize for that. But yes, I have never knit from a sock blank. I have no idea what this will be, whether it will be socks or a shawl or what. But I was so excited. She does such cool stuff. And then, so remember we talked about last episode doing the jar cozies. I kept calling them yarn cozies, because and the thought of putting cashmere on a jar just made me die inside. So, who was I listening to? Knit Girls. I was watching the the Knit Girls podcast, and they mentioned Marigold Jen. And I've heard a lot of people mention her. So I meandered over to her site, and she had this skein of 230 yards of 75% merino, 25% nylon sock yarn. I'm like, that would be perfect. I could get like at least 10 jar cozies. And look, it's that same tonal green amazingness. I was so excited. And then, if you want to see Marigold Chen, go check her out. She has awesome pants. She put in this tiny little mini skein of stinking deliciousness. Look at that! I don't even know what it'll be. It's a worsted weight little smoosh of happiness. And look, her little tissue paper packaging and my receipts in there. And it all came tucked away in this cuteness. As a little happy just for me in my mailbox, saying, hey girl, I know you're sad because Stitches is over, but it's okay. Here's some yarn in your mailbox. Right? Right. All right. So yes, there is that. I did mention if I go to Stitches next year. So let's talk luxury events of the future. I've decided that I think next year I would like to go to SSK. So I'm gonna throw my name in the hat and let fate take me wherever it shall. Um, this is how serious I am, Laura, Leslie. This is how serious I am. I applied for a job at my local Subway to fund my SSK trip. I used to work at a Subway. It was fun. I'm just looking for like 10 to 15 hours to fuel my habit. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm saying. So I hope I get to go to SSK. Fingers crossed. I'm going to get money and save it back anyway in case somebody cancels last minute and I'm like, sold! Pound the gavel for that. I am in. All right. Ooh, look at that. 40 minutes. Just talk. So yes, let me look through my map here. Make sure there's nothing else I want to mention. Nope. All right. Now we're moving on to the non-fibery segments. So if that doesn't interest you, bye. Talk to you later. I shouldn't say non-fibery, but non-knitting, spinning, crafting fibery. Fiber for the tummy. We've been looking and we've been starting. I need to do something better with my life. Something just total change. And so, I don't want to do like counting calories and something like that because that just seems so temporary to me. So I have decided, after looking at all of the stuff, ketogenics does not look like something I could sustain. I just can't. I can't go that far in the direction. So we looked into Trim Healthy Mama. I say we because my mother and I looked into this and decided Trim Healthy Mama looks like a good start. And we have really been putting more fiber and taking out a lot less sugar. So if I seem a little kooky, it's because I'm sugar detoxing. And let me tell you, I am addicted to sugar and cereal and sugar cereal. It has been, I feel like an AA, an SA, Sugar Anonymous, SAA, Sugaraholics Anonymous. Seriously, like I would have to have sugar or cereal or something every day. And it has been well over 2 weeks since I've had a sugary cereal, coming from someone who would eat at least one Jethro bowl. And when I say Jethro bowl, I mean like 2-cup amount of cereal slathered in whole milk a day. It's been 10-ish days since I've had any form of cereal. But I'm gonna have to start incorporating it because I find, or not, maybe not it, but something similar. Because at night, like last night, I'm gonna tell on myself. I went off the deep end. We went to the state fair with my parents, and so I splurged a little bit. I split 3 ways an elephant ear. It was so good. Because Friday and sugar, hello. And then they had this gourmet popcorn that was Reese's Peanut Butter Cup popcorn. Excuse me while I relive that for a moment. So good. But it's what I call a gateway food, and it just sent me spiraling right down, like gateway into drugs, and not drugs, but like the food drug of sugar. It just, it's bad. So last night I was like, Garfieldy, and I ate cookies and milk, and not even good cookies, like stale ginger snaps. Stale ginger snaps and graham crackers. So we're working on that. But that's the fiber for the tummy. All things fibery and healthy carbs like quinoa and brown rice and almond flour, things like that. So yes, I next time will have some baby wearing fiber, the amazing wrap I told you about. It's coming my way. It sure is. I'm so excited. Paper fiber, I started listening to How to Knit a Love Song by Rachel something. It's part of the Cypress Hollow series. I've got that for the next 2 weeks on my Overdrive, which is the app for your local library stuff. And excuse me. It is so good so far. I love it. I love some knitting and some farming mixed in with some romance. That's my jam. I really can't think of anything else that I have got for you. Hopefully I'll have some jar cozies and maybe a finished shawl by the next time. I don't know. But thank you for stopping by and for listening and watching and dealing with all of my shenanigans. And I look forward to talking to you guys next time. So, until then, may all your fiber be luxurious and your laxin be great.